Most practice amps for bass guitars end up sounding like a tinny radio, but this little box manages to dodge that trap entirely. It is surprisingly compact, sitting easily on a desk or a shelf, yet it manages to push out 15 watts of power that feels much bigger than the footprint suggests. The secret sauce here is that 6.5-inch driver. It uses a hybrid design with paper and aluminum, which is a bit of a signature move for this brand. You get that warmth from the paper, but the aluminum adds a crispness to the high end that keeps your notes from turning into a muddy mess. It is a clever balance, honestly. When you are just sitting in your bedroom, running through scales or learning a new riff, you want to hear the definition of your strings, and this thing delivers that clarity without needing to crank the volume to uncomfortable levels. The controls are all right up top, which is a massive win for convenience. You have your standard volume knob, followed by a 3-band EQ with bass, mid, and treble. They are simple, responsive, and they actually do something when you turn them. You can dial in a punchy, modern tone, or roll off the treble for something a bit more vintage and mellow. It feels sturdy too. The build quality is solid, with a stainless steel aesthetic that looks like it could take a few bumps without falling apart. Now here is the thing to keep in mind. Because it is a 15-watt unit with a smaller speaker, it is never going to shake the floorboards or keep up with a loud drummer. It is strictly a practice tool, or maybe something for a very quiet acoustic jam session. If you try to push it too hard, the low end starts to lose its composure, which is expected for a speaker of this size. It would have been nice to see an auxiliary input or a headphone jack that felt a bit more premium, but for the price point, it is hard to complain too much. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and it does it with a bit more character than the generic plastic amps you see everywhere else. If you're looking for a reliable, no-nonsense way to hear your bass clearly while you practice, this is a really solid contender. It is not trying to be a stadium rig, but for what it is, it punches well above its weight class. It is just a straightforward, honest piece of gear that gets the job done without any unnecessary fluff. If you have limited space and just need something that sounds decent right out of the box, this is definitely worth a look.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.